Hi and welcome to my channel. I have been typing up a message that I received from Gaia for the women. I received it in February this year, and I was loading it up on the community section on this channel when I realized that there's a big focus in it about women stepping into their courage and moving beyond fear. And I wanted to clarify a few things, and I said to Gaia and the elementals, but the opposite of fear isn't courage, is it? And they said, no, the opposite of fear is love. Because fear is darkness, lack of light, and love is all light. But they said courage is somewhere between the two. Courage is an energy of movement. It's not an energy of stagnation, and fear is usually an energy of stagnation. So that was interesting. They were talking about courage in its pure form, so not a reaction to fear. So not finding courage because you're in fight flight mode and the tiger's in the jungle and you're ready to respond, but a real deep courage that is a connection with our eternal self, our soul self. And the other thing they said was that it's a connection into the quantum realm, because they were saying that most earth-based courage is a reaction, but our soul-based courage is beyond that third dimensional fear and fight-flight process that we have within our system. It's something much different, and therefore I've realized that it actually doesn't reflect the way we understand the word courage on earth. So I asked them to show me the symbol, the light language symbol for courage, because that's not something I've brought through yet. And they did. And so here it is. Now I'm going to put it back up at the end of the video so you can meditate on it if you choose. I didn't really capture it as beautifully as they showed it to me, but I have a certain number of tools that I can work with. But as I was drawing it, I was getting a real sensation that rather than drawing spirals, which are the pieces that are coming out from the central circle, they actually felt like hooks. And then I got a little nudge and the elementals said, yes, you're right. These are 12 hooks. 12 is the sacred number, and they are hooking into your DNA. And so what they were showing me is that with this symbol, the hooks are symbolizing an intention. So we set an intention, and that intention is to move into the quantum field beyond the space-time continuum and the restrictions of the 3D reality. And in that space, access our divine right and what courage is at a universal level. So the hooks are to bring that energy from the quantum realm in to hook into our DNA. So the spiral with the 5 twists on it that's in the center of this symbol represents our DNA. So what this symbol is showing us is that to find true courage of a cosmic, of a divine blueprint nature, what we're doing is going into the quantum field, finding the energy for courage and hooking it in and spiraling that into our DNA and activating the blueprint of courage, the divine blueprint of courage that we have in our DNA. So enjoy the symbol. I've only just received it, so I'm going to go and do some meditating on it myself. And if I haven't made it really clear, with these symbols, you can meditate on them. If you're an energy worker, you can sign them and then bring that energy in. Or you can draw them. You can even draw it or create something more beautiful than I have and put that up in a space that's special to you. So these symbols are for all of us, and what I'm learning from the elementals is all of these symbols activate something that is lying dormant in our DNA, that is our divine blueprint. And I don't know if many of you have watched Lee Carroll over the years and have listened to the wisdom of Cryon. He talks about the 12 strands of DNA, and the fact that for so long science has said that much of our DNA is junk DNA. Of course, we now know it's not. And Cryon goes on to talk about we are in the process of activating these strands of DNA that were interfered with and have laid dormant within our structure. And so what I'm starting to realize is that these beautiful symbols that the elementals are sharing with us, which are light language symbols, non-linear communication, are actually part of the process of activating these divine energies, our birthright energies that are already lying dormant in our DNA. So enjoy the process. I hope you enjoy meditating with this symbol. And when you do go into the quantum realm, bring it in, hook it in, and notice how courage starts to show up in your life. And I'd love you to come back and make comments if you've got something to share over the next sort of couple of weeks.